Are live. Welcome back, friends, to D&D Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We have returned once again to the world of Faerun, well, the world of Toril, rather, in the continent of Faerun, in the city of Waterdeep, where our adventurers have gone and got themselves fucked.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are we just doing the wisdom saves now, or
like the record scratch? I bet you're wondering how I got here. Yeah. As Michaela's like
our dear friend Michaela has DC'd shortly after I DC'd. My computer crashed. So hopefully we get her back here pretty soon. It's interesting because I was going to start this with initiative, and I kind of need her to be here for that to be a thing.
we'll come back to her. We'll come back.
Yeah, sure. I think we can do something here
Or we can bullshit for like until she comes back
to figure out the situation.
We've already established I take the biggest shits. So, like,
exactly, with the
bullshit
loosest asshole.
all night.
We could try and establish what happens downstairs before we go with what happens upstairs, but what's going to definitely happen is I'm going to be counting rounds for you guys down below, and if she comes back, if we're able to get her back, we have to count rounds for up above. And what do we do in the case of someone not coming back? Because where she is, you guys will probably inevitably run into. I don't know if I have the authority to decide what happens in that situation.
You're God. You have the authority to decide anything.
You're true. I could just be like, "Hey, you find her corpse spread all over the hall."
Yay!
Now over there, leg over there.
Would she be more upset if we killed her character or if we killed her love interest?
Probably the character.
Probably the character.
I think the character.
I feel like love interest. I feel like she'll just be a new character, but a love interest, she has to rebuild a relationship.
Everybody said what I did in our campaign was really mean, but like that was premeditated before I even knew he was going to be a love interest. It was clearly broadcast that he was on the other side. And she could have switched sides, but she decided to try and kill him.
Well, I think we can dive into it and just figure it out as we go, and see what happens here. So, excellent. Our camera zooms in past the thick clouds of the skies above Waterdeep, down ever further still, deeper and deeper towards the starlit city. I think it's definitely nighttime. You guys went down here in the dead of night, for sure. I recall quite clearly.
Yeah.
We move past the buildings, down through the streets, and find our way, our camera snaking its way around the wet alleys of the spring Waterdeep, the mist and rain, making their way through the days. We're struggling?
Keep going.
Natural one.
So, and I gotta trigger her real quick, guys. Kristen, do you need a man's help?
Swear to God, the honey is just been well used, and it was.
Oh, it's
very
money.
well
Never mind. There's nothing anybody can do. To that.
There's nothing anybody can do to get that thing open.
It's probably a green shot. Oh no! That's a natural 20 on a strength check if I ever saw one.
Victory has
Okay,
been achieved.
continue. Anyways, somebody
Our-
else is being rude and disruptive.
Our camera snakes through the misty, rainy streets of Waterdeep until it finds a single grate, which it slips down quickly. As it goes through, we can see a very, if you've ever seen the movie Mousetrap, one of those moments where we're kind of like going through the inner bowels of Waterdeep, making our way past probably many things. We probably see like a skeleton, like your classic dinosaur skeleton, goes by all kinds of different stuff.
Solid callback. Yeah.
A solid call. There we go. As
Mouse
we
hunt. It's mouse hunt.
Mouse Hunt. That's what it is. Mouse Hunt, not
Yep.
Mousetrap.
There were mouse traps in the movie.
There were mousetraps in the movie. Thank you for that. Let me get my music back up here. Alright. Let's see if this will play properly or not. Hopefully that plays properly. If it doesn't, I might have to clear my cache. The camera, yes, making its way down deep into the bowels of the earth, will come out. Oh, hey, look, the cameras are all messed up. Perfect timing.
I'm getting rid of. I'm dropping the last.
Drop somebody. We've got our dear friend. Okay, we're getting back in, hopefully.
Michelle. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh.
Hey, hello. We can hear you. Can't see you, but we can hear you. Ooh.
Okay, we can't actually.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's a little robot-y.
Find out what that says.
Nope. Can't hear you that well. It's a little bit buggy.
You're speaking in code.
Speaking in code.
Yeah.
We'll wait for that to clear up. We'll give it a moment. I'm going through the intro right now. We would open up on the other side of some hidden grate that our party is unable to see, far too high up in the vaulted chamber of the Vault of Dragons, and it would open up immediately upon our party as we would watch the doors of the vault slowly open and the light stream forth from the torch of Keeling. As it would do so, we would watch as our party entered into the Vault of Dragons, and we would get a little bit of a sneak peek at exactly what happened the last time we saw you guys. We would watch as the party searched diligently around the room, keeping safe away from the golden doors, in each with a large fresco of many dwarven men and women, families standing directly abreast of each other. As the party continues to investigate, we would see Solma floating up towards the bridges up above, that rock falling down, all of you having to dive out of the way as she tried to help the rest of you up. Finding the situation far too dangerous, you guys stay below, her above, to search 3 adamantine doors with different figureheads of some dwarven history of some sort above each. One identified by the party as a symbol and statue of, or bust statue of Dumathoin, the dwarven god of secrets. Below, the party searched around the different doors to find only that 2, most of the dozen were false, other than 2, of which you took to 1 pushing the doors open, with a passageway beyond that held a set of beautiful stone staircase. The party rushed their way in, and at the same time, through Solma's discoveries on the upper level, she found herself in a large hallway dedicated to some other dwarven god. The imagery of a fairly large bearded dwarf hammering away at what looks to be diamonds and coal, and with each one forming what seems to be a line of. Oh, we lost her. You want to throw in? You want to throw in the fake?
Oh,
So-
yeah. I'm on it. Don't
All
worry.
good.
Don't worry about it.
All good.
Boom.
Perfect timing.
You want me to make that picture a picture?
That would be funny. As she
on loop.
As she enters in to see the beautiful hallway, which, by the way, holds similar pillars within it to that of the main chamber, hammers with the hammer side down and the handle facing up to support the ceiling. But among the beautiful frescoes on the wall, perfect condition as most dwarven craft tends to be, unless degraded over a long period of time, one part of the hallway seemed damaged. She moved forward to investigate at the same time that our party down below entered into a chamber surrounded by depictions of war, frescoes that they were warned about before, through the stone galore, giving them a few clues to what to expect within. They go to shield their eyes. We'll see how that goes when we get to that, when we start off, as you're all surrounded by these frescoes.
Find happy place. Find happy place. Find
happy place. As up above at the very same time, we see Soma approach the crack in the wall, the damaged tiles below. She looks down and picks up one of the tiles, seemingly trying to identify possibly what damage to them originally, as we see in front of her, just over her shoulder, our camera looking over, as an oozing black ichor starts to drip its way through the crack, and Soma feels the air push forward as this entity slides its way out of the damage of this wall, and she finds herself in quite a predicament as the black ooze immediately pulls forward and splats, spreading almost like an oil on the wall, and pushes itself forward, a bubbling sound easily audible from within as a black pudding forces itself out of its hiding place and lunges at Soma. And that is exactly where we left off last time, my friends. So I think we're just going to start with down below, and when we come into contact with Soma, we'll see what happens here. So I would like you guys, and we're going to switch over to our tabletop mode. I would like you guys to not roll initiative until I move you onto your respected areas. Here you go. Perfect timing for me to make you guys all only be able to individually see each other. So it's not here, which is great. I would like those who are present to roll initiative. Very nice.
Oh boy.
I hope whoever fails, we have to kill. I'm home for. Oh.
It's what I expect.
The fast fong.
Interesting.
What the heck?
You know, I was so enraptured with the staircase I didn't even look at any of the frescoes.
If only your eyes didn't glance upon them, the light slightly as you curved into the room.
Oh man, it's a shame. I walk backwards into every room. It's just a habit, I guess.
One of my personality traits is that my eyes are always closed.
What's really great is we're not using directional vision in this, so it's if your token is visible. Or else the all fear spells would be canceled by me just looking away. It's like, nope, I'm not afraid of you anymore.
I think I'm over here. I think that's where I last was.
Oh man. Yeah, right there. Get back over there, you punk. All right, so let me put a round tracker on here so I know how much time Soma will have, and if we get far enough, we might just have to run her and see what happens in the situation. Let's see. That will be round. Oh wait, custom item label. Yeah, we'll call it round, and the calculation we'll just put +1. And then we're going to add that there, and then every time we go past it, it should tell us how many rounds have happened. Excellent. Let me just make sure that works properly. Yes, it does. Cool. Set it back to 0. Awesome. So, you guys have entered this room. You are surrounded by all these images. You go to divert your eyes, not knowing exactly where the danger lies. But at some point during your moments of entering this room, you all feel a draw, like a pull towards the northern wall of this chamber. I would like Fung, to start with you. Please roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage, because you were told before to avert your eyes from images of war.
We're all good at these saving throws.
So wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
Oh, monks aren't proficient in wisdom saving. Oh my god.
Oh man, Fung.
Not only is he deaf, he's blind too.
Yeah. Describe to me how you completely block this out.
He's gonna walk in. I assume whatever our marching order is, and as you can kind of feel the, as it, like your vision narrows in, just kind of shakes it off. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Not gonna do that. Nope.
You just shake it off immediately.
Before.
So there was a slight moment where you felt as though you felt that you could hear battle raging around you, but it immediately after the and you hear just that brief sound of metal clashing on metal and the screams and the roar of war. It completely drowns out your monk training, keeping you completely insane body and mind. Pyre. 15. You hear that cloud of war come in just the same. It billows in around you, surrounding you on all sides. You hear it for much, much longer than Fung would in the audience perspective. It surrounds you for a moment and starts to crescendo to a higher peak, and then it stops. And you no longer feel a pull. Keeling. Roll a wisdom save with advantage. In a similar manner, Keeling, you hear around you what feels like raging war, and as the sounds begin to build up, they come to an immediate stop. As you just kind of like, and you just shake it away. Similar to Pyre, you guys probably almost do a double take together at the same time, just, and you break away from it. You look around the room, and there is no more pull. You feel as though you've resisted it, but you see grotesque images of war. Dwarves battling against horrible beasts and creatures that could come from very far below. Some that you're sure must be simply figments of imagination. This can't be a recollection of some sort of history. Massive worms the size of towering buildings, blasting their way through an endless pocketed landscape from a plane that you're not even sure is this one. You see horrible bug-like creatures, their forms twisted and malformed, wings of melting glass forming into what feels like an endless amount of legs that seem to just protrude from parts of their body that make no sense. Horrible visions of war as you see these dwarves fight, blood-stained screams. The illustrations are very lifelike.
Pyre will look over. He's like, "Did you guys hear something? Is that kind of loud?"
You definitely all felt a pull, a mental pull, something grabbing at your mind, but you all resisted it.
Do we know where it originated from?
The northern wall.
Yeah, Pyre's just like, "That thing's gross. I'm not looking over there. I don't know I don't know anything about that, but I thought, oh, that's disgusting."
Can I light a torch and toss it that direction?
Yeah, as your action, you definitely can, since it is your turn. We are still in initiative for the sake of Solma right now, so everything that we do is time up above. Keeling currently has a torch lit. Do you want to light one as well, Thug?
Yeah, I'll light one and actually toss it.
Oh, to who?
To the wall, in front of the wall.
Oh, you want to light the wall. Okay. Can I not have to put a token here that has light? to save me time from having to. Oh my god! Okay. All right, everybody sit. Everybody sit here.
No, you're good. You don't have to.
All right, you throw the light out there, and it illustrates the entirety of this part of the wall. You see those same grotesque images. This northern wall seems to definitely hold similar illustrations, but doesn't seem any significantly different from simply looking at it than any of the other walls. Do you want to move or anything? You think of this as combat, but we're out of combat. We're not. There's no current fighting, but you guys have all combat things persist.
Just kind of like 5 feet diagonally.
Okay.
Sort of keeping eyes and ears open.
Excellent.
And that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Pyre.
Pyre looks over to Fung. He's like, Fung, is everything okay? That picture's gross, by the way. Don't look at it. I don't know.
Yeah, does it look like it was painted, burned, etched?
Fresco.
Like
it is
chiseled?
it is a relief from the wall. It has been sculpted into the wall.
Oh, like crazy. Oh, ooh,
like a fresco.
That's a lot of work. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. It has been sculpted into the wall. So, Pyre, you call out to Fung.
I'm just looking for a reaction. I'm looking for something. Do we want to hang out here? Or do we want to leave? Do we want to leave this place?
So we got what, stairs down? We can barely see. Well, I don't have dark vision.
Oh yeah, we got some stairs.
I don't have dark vision, but
Keeling's got a torch.
there's another area. Looks like a corner around the wall too. Look if you wanna.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check out over here.
You have 30 feet of movement. Technically 60 if you want to dash.
15, and it looks like an N.
Yep, you can see the back
Wall.
of those golden set of doors.
All right. Doesn't look like anything's over here.
But you do see directly to the west. There is a ornate, beautifully carved set of stairs, dwarven stairs that seem to rise up.
Yeah, perfect. All right, I'm going to go check out those stairs. They look like something new at least.
Not back to you.
There, just kind of strolling around.
Okay.
You know, not gonna dash. This is not.
So no action.
Take the dodge action. Take the dodge action.
Okay, yes. Is that like sword and shield out?
Take a dodge.
Is that sword and shield out ready for anything?
I got my action shield.
Dodge action. Okay, yeah, you're taking the dodge action. That's good.
Should always default to dodge.
Dodge action.
Keeling. We are in a combat-esque situation, Keeling. So you have movement. We just know that we as players know there's combat upstairs, and for the sake of Soma and rounds, I want to see what goes down here. But you have 30 feet of movement, of which that is 20, and you can speak freely. I can't hear you right now. You might be muted. And that is...
Welcome to Tech Support Issues. I'm your host, Thomas. We got our expert, Ed, here.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. So that is 40 feet. Technically, you can only go 30 unless you dash, and if you want to dash,
I got
you
distracted
can go
with my stuff. No.
Nope.
I'm gonna wander down this because I couldn't see over this way, but I'm just kind of like trying to keep both of them kind of in sight because I'm terrified.
Okay, yeah, you see the over here. You see the backs of gold doors. Is there anything you want to do with your action? Like right now, Pyre has a sword and shield out. He's got the dodge action going.
I'm gonna totally dodge this shit out. This is terrifying.
Yeah,
I'm ready to be attacked.
It's just you guys ready to be able to defend yourself in a situation. Fung.
Do I see anything on the south wall as they walk up close to it? Like,
which south wall? This or this?
The south
this?
wall.
There are no frescoes in this side. It is flat stone wall.
Okay. I don't want to split up too much.
Yeah, as Keeling moves into the other room and the light leaves it, you see that the shadows cast seem to make the illustrations around you that much more demonic.
Ugh.
So
this room is unsettling at the very least.
Yeah, at the edge of the light, definitely gonna shuffle this direction.
Excellent. What would you like to do with your action?
Dodge.
Okay. Continuing to dodge. Pyre.
Or I think at this point, Pyre's like, oh, I got it now. I can remember that hint. Remember the hint. Don't look at the war pictures, right? Or because they're bad. That's what it was talking about. That's the clue number one. We're 1/3 of the way there, apparently, according to the changes. Good job, everyone. Good job. Hey, Solva, are you doing all right? All right, cool. Good luck up there. All right.
For the record,
I think we're coming down.
You can use your action to try to listen for her.
What were the other 2 riddles? Do we remember?
That's a good question that I should have my notes out for. Let me just remember to find where they are on my computer and bring them up. The other 2 notes are only a true secret will show you the way, and through fire and flames will carry on. I mean, through flames, heroes are born.
Oh my god. I missed this last week, I really did.
Okay. So...
yeah, Pyre's like, healing, fun, are we good here? Are we good?
Yeah, let's find Soma.
Points to the stairs.
All right. Let's. I don't know. Do you think the stairs have a trap on them? Check the stairs.
That would be an action. Yeah.
Should we be telling secrets?
All right. Maybe we wait like 10 seconds. Maybe if you didn't spoil my secret about how I freed Lord Deverember, we could have that one though. That's a juicy one. They love those. These mystical entities that love those.
What if it wasn't in order? What if that's what really got the door open?
That's true. The power of friendship is what really brought us here. And I'm gonna investigate these stairs.
Oh. All right. Make a.
It may have
I would say if you're searching for traps, that's a perception because it's something you haven't found yet.
All right.
I just think you had enough gym badges on your jacket.
15 again.
15, nicely done.
Our third 15 in a row.
The stairs seem extraordinarily plain. They don't seem to have any sort of trap or mechanical addition to them. They seem to be beautifully carved out of stone, dwarven stonework, as clean as possible.
Stairs look good. If there is a trap, I'll trigger it first. Don't worry. Just start working. What is it? 5.
Yeah, where were you originally?
20.
Yeah.
I was here.
Okay, cool.
10, 20, 25, 30.
Cool.
So just try to stroll up the stairs. Is there like a handrail? I got my hand on. I'm touching everything.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You're touching.
If there is a trap, I want to be the one that
just like punching the wall as you go.
Keeling. Pyre starts to
dancing all the way through.
He starts dancing all the way through. Yeah, you see Pyre feeling out the stairs as he goes up. Do you follow him?
Yes.
All right. I'll also at a normal pace then.
Yes.
Cool. You can put yourself right there.
Right here.
Nice. And you're all taking the dodge. Well, except for Pyre. Keeling, are you continuing to take the dodge action?
Oh yeah, this place is creepy. Something will come out and murder me. So.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't have advantage on the boulder that's going to come down from the top of the stairs.
Fun.
I mean, just following suit with them.
Okay.
Oh, I think I left the oven on. You guys want to head back a little bit now?
Yeah, we're going up the stairs and we're like.
And you're continuing to take the dodge action, right?
Of course.
As you guys make your way up. Cool.
Just keeping an eye, especially above us, because the bridge looked pretty destroyed out there. I think keeping an eye on as we come up the stairs, as whatever ceiling is there is getting closer. It's probably a good idea to watch. Yep.
All right. Pyre. continuing the way up?
You know, I think so. I think we continue our cautious. I take the dodge action and then I walk up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Next level strats.
Cool. I will put you
Big
where 30
brain.
feet would
Big
get you.
brain.
Oop.
Yeah.
I'll put you where 30 feet gets you. And Keeling right behind.
Walk on
put-
the teleport pad.
I will
Yep.
also put you...
I can't see.
After the loading zone, actually, the tooltip pops up.
And-
I can't see anything.
It's like, don't forget to use your
I got you,
inspiration
I got you.
once per session. Hint pops up. Loading
Alright.
screen finishes. Go up the stairs.
So, you guys make your way up
Rotating
here.
models and stuff.
At,
Soda galore.
at which point, that is a total of 4 rounds. We are going to stop the major party here, and we are going to turn our way over to what happened to our friend Solma. I would like each of you to roll a single d20, just flat, to decide who
I
will
don't know
play
how I feel
Solma.
about this. I don't know how I feel about killing the killer here.
I
say
trust
I'm
that any
cool-
of you would
I'm
play
cool
Solma
with-
exactly how you think Solma would be played.
I'm cool with just, talking about life. Like, how's it going, Ed?
I would like everyone to please roll a d20. And while we play Solma, while someone plays Solma, other people can step in and say, I think this, like, we can work together as a
I
party.
immediately run back up and try and bone the carpenter. Immediately.
Oh my God.
Just a
Oh my
d20
God.
roll from everybody, please.
6.
Oh no!
It will be Josh who plays Solma.
Oh, I thought this was how good she's doing. We rolled the d20 to see how well.
No, we're going to play out
And
how
I thought
she
we
does.
just killed her. That's why I was like, I think.
I know. I was like, no, why me?
No. We will hand over the Solma character sheet to Fung as well. So
That's
that
big. His character is like the same kind of monk
Yeah.
too. He doesn't have to change character sheets.
you can you see?
I see the token and nothing. Oh, wait. Nope, I have light.
Did Soma have a light source? I don't
No,
know.
Solma is in the dark. Solma is currently in the dark.
Welcome to D&D with us, where we forget about light.
She's an air genasi, though. She should have dark vision, right?
Mm-mm.
Only fire genasi.
No.
Only fire.
Are you
Only fire
kidding?
can see in
What
the
the
dark.
hell? You're all
Not
genasi!
not even Earth genasi can see in the dark. Tell me how that
And
makes sense.
you would assume
You're in a
maybe
cave
like
all the time.
exactly. But
Okay, alright.
I can only see in the dark because I'm made of fire.
So, let's change the music up a little bit because
That's probably the way they would have designed it too, assholes.
Josh rolls really well in this game too.
I am going
No.
He's
to.
gonna get so many 8s. So many 8s.
That is not funny.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh!
Is she back just in time?
Just in time.
Hey, Michaela!
oh, thank God! I was so scared we were gonna kill you.
Oh no, don't
Oh,
kill me,
yeah.
don't you dare.
All right.
Give me a second. Wait. I don't think I can hear you.
I gotta drop my other one.
Drop it. Ooh, that's a little loud. Interesting. That's okay.
Oh man,
Oop,
look
is she
at
still
those
there?
23s though.
Is
Oh,
Mc-
she gone.
I'm
go-
not.
Oh wait, no, I can hear you.
I can
I
also hear
just
those
don't know why we
chairs.
cannot see.
Yep.
Load it.
Oof,
What a day.
what a day, indeed. Can you hear us?
I do hear you.
Cool. Could you do push to talk?
Yes. I will do this. So
I
sorry.
think.
No,
I
you're
think
good.
Someone's singing?
I'm in Starbucks, sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I really need to go to the bathroom. We'll be right back.
Go for
guys.
it.
Go.
All
I
right.
almost took over your body there, Michaela. you timed perfectly.
Are you able to enter into Rule 20, Michaela, or is that not possible? Michaela, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I cannot find where I can choose like which key to do when I'm talking. That's what I'm trying to
Oh, okay.
I don't use this laptop often, and I miss my big computer. So
It's all good.
You can bind it to, the key next to the one key where the tilde is. You can bind it to control.
Got it.
Pretty safe, yeah. That way you don't accidentally bump it while you're typing or something.
Perhaps we take a quick 5-minute break.
Potentially.
Let's take a quick 5-minute. We will be right back to see if we can get everything working smoothly. We will be right back, friends. 5 minutes. All right, we are back.
Before she dies again.
We have Michaela from Starbucks. She's going to be able to be active with her character visually and verbally, but we're going to have Josh continue to function Solma for the mechanics and the roles and stuff, so that she doesn't have to have function. So she doesn't have to have that big old program open in Starbucks Wi-Fi. But we have her here. Thank you. Thank you, Solma. It's Michaela, but I'm going to call you Solma. It's D&D. McSolma. Very cool. So, our party of adventurers down below, Fung, Keeling, and Pyre, have managed to fight past the illusion, the trap of the images of war, easily being able to shrug that spell, that charm off. And they made their way upstairs towards our friend Solma, and as our camera fades from them as they make their way up the steps, their time below took a total of 4 rounds. So Solma, your current situation is quite dire, and because it took them 4 rounds to get where they are now, you have 4 rounds of combat to survive through, or whatever it is that you're going to do. So, right now, the pudding has made its way through the crack. You can hear the bubbling come up from below as this thing splatted and covered the area. At first it was just a single sort of dark slit of damage, and it just came out like a sprayed oil and splattered all over the wall, and then pushed the rest of the way out, took form, and began to lunge at you. Combat is the next thing that was going to happen, so we're going to have Solma roll initiative. And we're going to have the pudding roll initiative as well. So I would like Josh for you to roll initiative for Solma and let her know what she got. Hey.
Let it be good.
19.
Nice. Solma will be moving first. So on
negative what? Okay.
Wait, what's up?
You rolled a negative dice somehow.
I just wrote roll and then negative 2,000 or whatever. I just wrote it.
I have to do a quick round multiplication here. So this is going to be, and let me just put this in, because now it's going to be going down instead of up, so that I know how many rounds are left. Solma, you were the first to act as this pudding begins to spill out. What do you do? It's lunging at you.
I don't trust this pudding, so I would like to get myself at least quite a distance from it.
Okay.
So
do you want to disengage from it? So you have a couple directions that you can go. This massive hallway that you've come into goes up and down, north and south, left and right for you where you are right now, both into darkness, which, by the way, you have no light up here. So you are at disadvantage. You're considered blinded because there's no light where you are. You've left the light behind. So you can go up and down into darkness, or you can go back the way you came, which was out into the bridges that is behind you. There is an entryway directly behind you, which would be, so yeah, north and south is the hallway that you've come to, and directly behind you to the east is a passageway out.
I'll go back where I was because I know where I've been.
Okay.
So that's what was better, because I can probably my memory.
You can move 30 feet out, Solma, and take the disengage actions to not suffer any attacks from this, if that's what you'd like to do.
She's a monk. There's 40.
40, yeah. Go ahead and move her 40 feet.
Fuck, you're 30.
You come 30 feet. You come 30 feet, Solma, and you are at the, well, you would probably stop at 30 feet. You come to 30 feet and you find yourself at the very edge. If you go any further, it's going to crumble. But you are at the edge. You've gone through the center archway that you came through originally, where the bridge is broken in half. If you remember, there were 3 bridges. The one furthest north was still together, and furthest south was still together, but the one in the middle was perfectly broken in half. All the bridges suffer damage at certain certain points, but only the middle bridge is actually severed. But going 30 feet away from this pudding, you come to the edge. If you take any further steps, there is it's still crumbled out there. You could take 10 more feet of movement, but you'd have to make a dex save not to fall. Because you can see the bridge is starting to crumble.
Well, for now, stay where I am to see how fast this slimy thing goes. And if need be, I will jump down and try to jump across the
Indeed.
bridge.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. So that is your action to disengage, your movement to move as far away from this thing as you can in the moment. It is going to crawl towards you. You can see, since you've moved through an archway, all you see is darkness back behind you, and you look over the edge at the fall into darkness, so that you can see that your friends are no longer down there. The light of Keeling is no longer down there. It's just darkness down below into the vault. And you look back at the archway you just ran through, and you can hear the sounds of the bubbling, and when you look back through, it fills the archway, and you can see it come out of the darkness, this horrible bubbling, boiling, dark tar liquid that fills the entire space of the archway as it completely comes out here. Now it doesn't attack you yet. It is unable to. Had to use all of its movement to get to where it is now, but it is right next to you once again, Solma. That's the first round. There's 3 more before we start talking to our other party of adventurers. Solma, what would you like to do? You're between a rock and a hard place.
Let me live life on the edge. I will try to... How far is the bridge, the other part of it?
The other side, from where you are now, if you make a run for it, it will only be a 10-foot gap, which you can definitely jump on your own, but you will still have to make the dex save, because to get the run, you are running over broken parts of the bridge that could give way before you're even able to jump. So you'll have to make a dex save not to fall. You can make the jump normally. You won't have to make a roll. It's not a big enough distance, but the area before it is so damaged you will have to roll to be light on your feet.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Hopefully my mom training is...
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, and I will discover the DC by opening up some of my things here. 19. Perfect, thank you. 19. Yes, you are able to you jump over just one step. Next step. We can see like a little chip of stone, like break away. We see a small crack form as your light step hits the last piece of broken cobble, and you lunge yourself across the bridge, and you are able to move your full monk movement, which I just moved for you, all the way to the other side. And
I use an action to pull out a torch.
Yes, you can.
So I can see something.
To light the torch and pull it out. Excellent, I'll do that. Let me apply that to you right now. This is getting to be Bridge of Khazad-dûm situation. All right. The light pierces into the room. Let me see here. How much can you see? You're able to see the other side of the bridge from where you jumped, but not quite the black pudding is always staying on the edge of the light just outside of your vision every time you move forward. But it completely illuminates the bridge ahead of you, and you see the adamantine door with the dwarven symbol on the front and the dwarven god Dumathoin's bust depicted above the door. I'm working with kids here. It's a bust. It's up. Its shoulders up.
Say it one more time.
Take our history class. Get out of here. You nerds. All right. So, you take your action. We see you jump over. You do like a twirl. I think it's sweet to see you just immediately light it, and we see you looking back towards it. Oh man. God. So, yeah.
Let it jump to its doom. It now wants to die really badly, so it's gonna jump down. Yes.
Yeah, it's just gonna kill itself now.
You see the pudding move forward, pieces of it beginning to churn over as it goes for a leap of its own. Since it is a creature that can do so, it has to make a dexterity saving throw, which is its worst stat, to see if it falls.
We win.
Let's see. Let's see what it needs. Okay. I know the number.
I've got a question for you when we resolve this.
Yes.
So rush. It's what's wishes doing? I want wishes to have failed a wisdom save and be whatever happened to those things. Fuck.
Well.
The black pudding falls and lands on wishes, and he's dead.
I would love that too.
Oh my god.
It need to die before the end
fall
of the game.
and then hit midair and stop. And
First
then
you want to
keep
kill
falling.
Sulma, and now you want to kill Wishes.
The
No,
pudding.
I don't want to kill Solma. Solma's my BFF.
Yep.
He doesn't need Wishes to die. He knows too much.
So it was. Where was
He's
it?
gonna die in a horrible fashion.
Where was this thing? Just a sec.
Or he's gonna be a total bro and we'll win him over. And he'll be part of the bro squad.
Okay. It crits on its jump.
Whoa!
It crits on its jump. We see as all of the ooze starts to arch its way over, and we can see it just bubbling and moving over, almost tendril-like, as it arcs a bridge of its own. One side of its body still staying the other as it stretches, and then the rest follows as it immediately just gaps over. It's almost completely encompassing the bridge on the other side, and it is right next to you once again, Soma. Which concludes round 3, and it's the top of the round for you, Soma. You are once again rock in a hard place. You hear a voice in your head. You're gonna get out of this one. And what would you like to do?
Okay,
It's the
yeah,
worst
he needs to
death.
die.
Throw
That's
wishes
it.
Die,
him.
the worst
Just kidding.
death.
Throw wishes at him.
I don't think I'll have. I heard about rumors about slime. I don't want to be near this thing. I'm gonna just try to. Okay. Maybe should I? I want to leave it, but I want to know if it's flammable.
You want to what?
To know if it's flammable.
Know if it's flammable. You want to spend your action to try to analyze the creature?
Sure.
Okay. We'll have Soma roll a investigation check.
Does it want food? What is it? A weakness? Anything that can help me live?
Oh wow. Negative 15? Wow, Josh.
it's
I can't believe you did that.
My dice hell have.
It's a 16.
What about?
You immediately assess that this creature, you can feel sort of the heat coming off of it. You can immediately assess with a 16. I'll give you all of its immunities that make sense. You imagine that acid wouldn't do much to this, as you see its boiling surface on the front looks to definitely be acidic, and you can see the path it left under it leaves a steamy sizzle. This creature is literally acid. You imagine that that any kind of slashing weapon of some kind, cutting it, is probably not going to do anything to this. We'll probably lose the weapon faster than being able to hurt the thing. Other stuff, I would say it doesn't have a face, and it doesn't seem to have any kind of ears or any kind of way to you don't know how this thing is sensing anything, so you imagine it probably can't be blinded, it probably can't be charmed or deafened. It definitely can't be knocked prone. Like it's this horrible gelatinous entity that's somehow just drawn towards you. It has some kind. It knows where you are. It has some kind of sense, some blind sense.
So I'll use my bonus action because I see it's acidy and I'm not immune to acid. So we'll use another key point to disengage.
Okay. Use your key point to disengage. And where are you going? Are you moving further back towards the adamantine door?
It's just bridge and then door. Yeah.
Sure.
It's either you have two options here that I can see. You either head back towards the door, or you jump off this bridge into darkness.
Do I like to live life on the edge?
Jump on wishes. There's a 5% chance you land on wishes.
Oh god.
I will try to. I wish I had my dice here to roll to decide. I would go. You know what? Let me try to jump down.
Okay, you disengage and leap off the side. Now you can't use your feather fall ability, I don't believe, because that takes a key point. You need a bonus action. Use that to disengage.
I don't know. For every slow fall, isn't it like automatically like? What's more?
Is it a reaction?
I'm not sure.
I'm on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, if slow fall's a reaction, you could. I think it is. If it's a monk reactionary ability, you should be okay.
Slow fall. Beginning at level 4, you can use your reaction.
Yeah, excellent.
Any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
So you spend a key point, a second key point, to do that. I don't know if you've spent any before. This is your first time spending key points this day, I believe.
Ever for her character.
Ever for your character. So yeah, you plummet.
3 or 2 total. Yep.
You begin plummeting. I'll roll the damage and see, since that should, because you are going to be able to take 20 points away from the damage here. So let's roll the.
If you take any falling damage, you land prone. It's worth noting.
Okay.
So if she takes 20 or less,
That's wrong.
That's not the right
That's
amount
wrong.
of damage.
That's
Ben
wrong.
rolled 88. That is not the right.
He
It's
rolled
not
6
20.
d20s.
It's supposed to be 6.
You absorb all of the damage. It was only 19 points of damage, Soma, and you will immediately, since anybody falls 500 feet in a round like that, you immediately land. That would be right here.
On wishes.
You land on the ground. You plummet probably a good 30 feet, and the remaining 30 you slowly drift down. You do land prone, according to the rules.
She didn't take any damage.
Oh, she didn't take any damage. So does she not roll prone?
It's if you take damage, I think you fall prone.
Okay.
I can double check that.
Can I do a superhero bonk landing?
Yeah.
Like,
Landing.
Boom! You can boom right to the ground.
On the knees.
Absolutely. Okay. So, that it being your turn, you would look up above into the darkness as you've landed, and you can still hear it. The sound of it is getting closer.
Ugh.
I think it has a crush on me. That's what's happening.
It is. It's definitely above you, and it's getting closer, but it's not. It's not within your vision as of yet. I am moving the token, but don't worry about that. It's not. It's not in her vision.
Just so you know, the creature lands prone unless it avoids taking damage from the fall.
Yep. It is getting closer to her, but does not fall.
Shout outs to my J-Cast player's handbook that's fallen apart. And it's all in pieces
That's shout out to the player's handbook. Soma, it's definitely getting closer to you. That's round 2. This is the last round before other players get to act. Oh wait, you have a light. You have the light. It's crawling down the pole, Soma. It's oozing down the pole and following you. It is 20 feet away.
Oh god, I know what's gonna happen, guys.
I need
She's
to
gonna
get
run
a...
in the room where she's gotta make the wisdom save. She's gonna fail it. She's gonna die.
It's 20 feet away. What do you want to do? You are down below in the vault. There is you are surrounded. You see the doors. You have your light is still lit. You see the just shining gold doors all around you. You are on the southern half of the room, just barely. You are pretty much dead center. To the south of you right now is the entrance to the dungeon, and to the north is where the last time you saw your friends.
I'm going to heads towards where I saw my friends and start like calling them like, "Hey guys, where are you?
Okay.
There's this weird thing following me.
Are you
It
shouting?
wants to kill me." Yes. You know
Okay,
what?
cool.
That's perfect, because this is the same turn I called out for Soma. If you
This
go
is-
back in time.
It
This-
is. It
this
is.
is-
Yeah. The guy at the top of the stairs. He was like, "Hey,
Continuity.
Soma?"
You had North Soma? You had...
Right.
If you head north, Solma, the creature is not near you, so you don't have to use your movement to disengage. Go ahead and move this first 40 feet right here for me. Right here, cool. And then move another 50, like right there. Cool. You immediately turn the corner, and you see, barely at the edge of your vision, what looks to be one of the doors that is open, all the way on the west side. It wasn't open before when you were down here, and your friends are no longer here in the northern part of the chamber. You've come as far north as you can. You're just facing those golden doors, but you can see one of the golden doors to the west is wide open. Do you want to head towards that? It wasn't before, and your friends aren't here.
So nobody answered me.
Nobody answered you yet.
I think you. Yeah.
Can't
I want to know if you complete your movement towards the... Because you're at 50 feet of movement and you see the door. Do you want to use the remaining 30 feet of your movement for your dash to get to the door?
I think Soma would continue.
Continue moving towards the door. Okay, go
I
ahead
think she would.
go ahead and place her right here. Perfect. Yeah, you see, you can see the door. It's it's swung open on either side, and the pathway is wide open. Let me see.
I close my eyes.
Let's see here. Okay.
I throw the thing into the pit.
You have shouted out. No one has answered back to you just yet. Ooh, wait. Just a sec. I'm still moving for the slime. You can see, I believe. Okay, you can hear the thing bubbling to the... It's still bubbling to the south, to where you were recently. You can still hear it bubbling. Its presence hasn't quite moved closer to you yet. Or wait, it was right here. No, yeah, it was right here. It would be... Okay, no. You definitely see it.
Here you go. Good luck with that.
You definitely see it. It comes out of the dark from the south, Solma. It is climbed all the way down the pillar and it has come out of the because you've sort of made your way around. Do you want to share screen real quick? Josh?
I can.
Yeah, just to show her the situation.
Sure. So looks like this.
You can see it right to the south, right there. You just moved past that pillar. Those doors are open right over there. It crawls out of the darkness again after you, moving at an unsettling speed for the creature like that. Cool. She's got a quick visual. At which point, that was the last round. I would like all of the rest of my party members to please roll a new initiative.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Well, so would I. 5. But it's higher than the ooze. That's all that matters.
I think that's me. Yeah.
Ooh, fun. Repeating the 20. 20's all day for this
All
man.
day.
He's made
Fung,
the 20.
so I will say for you, Solma, this round you do hear Pyre shout out your name. You can hear him ahead of you, and a little bit above you too. Ahead of you and above you from where you came. More ahead of you. It's actually almost equidistant. You can hear it echo from above and from directly ahead of you.
I have great hearing because of my air stuff, so yes, I know where he is.
Fung and the rest of the party, you hear Solma shout as well. She's coming from behind you and in front of you. More behind.
Alright. Well, Fung will just talk back to her real quick.
What did you say, Solma, when you shouted?
Situation.
Where are you guys? There's this slimy, acidy looking thing following me and it's not leaving me alone.
Yeah, you can hear her probably
Listen,
scream
I
that out.
I don't appreciate being called that, Solma. Alright.
Fung, what would you like to do, Fung? It's coming from behind you. You can hear her shout.
Uh,
I don't like it. Please help. It's happening.
shit, I don't know. I'll go back in the room.
I'm running! Hurry up, cause I'm running in.
It's Fug's turn right now. Let's see.
I know, right? I'll run back. I'll yell back, but it's not my turn.
I know.
I won't warn her.
Shit. Okay.
I can only punch and it will burn me.
Like at the top of the stairs. Can I move down to the first landing?
Yeah, you can. That'll take 5 feet of movement. I'll put you right there. 5 feet. You're right there.
You gotta go through the loading screen again, though. You know.
Technically, you have some of Keeling's light, but
Remember to use your bonus action every turn if you can. You know.
so you've moved 5 feet. Do you want to make your way all the way down the stairs?
No. Can do I know that this is where I heard Solma coming from?
Yes.
I'm gonna take. I left the torch up near the wall so she can see the torchlight, right?
Yes, the wall.
Oh,
is
she
perfectly
can.
illuminated.
Yeah, you can see a torch burning in the room ahead of you, Soma. It's illuminating a horrifying room filled. You can't get the details because you're running, but there is a room filled with horrifying visions, or not visions. The horrifying things on the walls, or sorry, frescoes all over the walls.
Fresco.
So Fung, you've used some of your movement. You have an action. You have a bonus action left. What are you holding?
I'm gonna use my action to knock my staff really loudly on the stairwell.
You hear an echo come out from that side.
Are we stopped now?
I know. I definitely know it's fun because we have the cue. He doesn't speak, so when he needs to shout, his axis stick.
Yeah. So that's your Fung,
Taskmaster.
that's your action. Boom, and you can hear. You know your friends are ahead of you. Assuredly. You still have 25 feet of movement left, Fung. Unless I believe monks, you have 40. So should be
total.
So you have 35 feet of movement left, and a bonus action. Unless you want to stay exactly where you are.
Because the end of the stairs are like right here, right? Can I move to
You can get down the stairs and be right here.
I don't want to be all the way. I want to be like right here.
Cool. And that's where
Right where they intersect.
that's where you want to stop.
Yeah.
Excellent. Soma, it is your turn. Do you hear Fung? You see the light of a torch on the ground illuminating a room that is covered in horrible carvings.
I will assume that this is not good, and I'm just trying to get back to my team. That to keep the party together, keep it safe, and just head where I think Fung is.
Okay. All right. Yep. You can use your total movement to start heading where he is. You will pass through this room. You know that these are images of war, so you can divert your eyes. You'll have advantage on the wisdom saving throw.
Because they're
Remember
lit.
the poem. I
I
know the
lit
riddle.
them.
Yep.
They're lit. You can see them.
You're using Morse code with your stick by being like.
Go ahead and have her roll a wisdom check with advantage. My dear friend Josh.
Well, it's a good thing I can only roll advantage on this character sheet.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
You completely divert your eyes away from the horrifying images of some otherworldly
crap,
plane. And you hear Pyre become decapitated immediately.
Yes.
No, that doesn't happen. And you're able to run into the room, at which point it illuminates and you see Fung on the stairs. A light coming from up above, and you hear probably your friends stepping down that way. You have effectively reunited with the party. And it is Keeling's turn.
Oh, sorry. When I hear Soma screaming, I yell, "Master Soma!" and then immediately run, just sprinting to where the sound is coming from.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely, let's see, with 20 feet of movement left, I'll move your token for you, got it. Yeah, you can get right down to her.
Yeah, I run to her.
Yep, yeah, Keeling runs down the stairs, her light completely illuminating as she pretty much... do you tackle her? Like, what happens?
Well, like, I stopped right in front of her, and I'm like, are you okay? Does everything... How did you get back down here?
I jumped down. It was nothing, but there's this thing behind me, and I think we should get away as soon as we can.
Pyre, it's your turn.
I mean, I'm not gonna be the only person who doesn't run. I'm gonna run. I gotta run to where healing is.
You're 15 feet of movement right here.
Alright, let me see what I'm looking at here. Alright, back in this room again.
Yep, it took you 20 feet of movement actually to get in that exact square.
Oh, so how's it going here? Something bad you say? Something?
Big slimy boom acid thing will not leave me alone. It jumped after me. It's not leaving me alone, and I can only punch it. But I know that I'm not immune to this, so let's
Do you
go.
think we should just kill it, or do you want to run? What do you want to do?
If you have something against acid, be my guess. Maybe some kind of ice magic or anything. But your fire, I don't know if it's gonna work.
I got my axe, and I'll move down closer. 5, 10, and then I'll dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll stop there.
Okay. Alright.
Axe, it's like magic, you know. Swing it, kill it.
It will burn you higher. Come back. Okay.
Listen, I'm not too afraid of getting burned. I don't know if you've noticed.
You guys can hear the boiling sounds of some kind of horrific thing on the other side. The illustrations within the chamber seem to almost be coming to life with the echoing, bubbling sounds of what is just around the corner. Fung, it's your turn. You can ready in action, you could... It's up to you what you want to do here. You don't see anything.
I'm going to hold.
Just audible.
I'm going to hold an action from here to throw darts the second I see it.
The second
So I'll
you
throw
see
a single dart.
Okay.
Yep.
Absolutely. Soma, it's your turn. You are surrounded by your friends once again. You've escaped the pudding, but you can hear it bubbling and boiling as it begins to get closer to this room. You can ready yourself with your friends.
If they're readying themselves, I'm not gonna leave them. So you know what? Sure, I'll ready throwing star as well because I don't want to touch that.
Okay, yeah. Readying a ranged weapon for whatever comes around the corner. Keeling.
Oh, if this thing's made of liquid and we don't want to get close to it, I'm about to thunderclap a bitch as soon as it rounds that corner.
Thunderclap has a range that would require you to be a little bit closer.
I will move closer then.
Okay, what's the range
I
on
got
Thunderclap?
this.
I
I
believe
also
it's
need
10 feet.
Oh no.
So you would need
I
to
think
be...
it's the 15-foot cone.
Okay, yep, you would need to be here to get range
I
on
got
the edge
this.
of the corner.
Got it.
Okay, and you're holding
I
that
walk up,
spell. Is that a cantrip?
Why are you doing this to me, Ed?
I
Why?
need to
You know
know.
I'm incompetent.
I need to
You know
know.
I'm incompetent with all of this stuff.
I'm looking at it right now. Let me see.
Thunderclap, or what is it?
Thunderclap
what's
is
the-
a cantrip.
It is a cantrip.
Oh, I'm thinking of whatever that level 1 thunder.
It is a
thunder
range
would
of...
be.
So, Thunderclap is a range of 5 feet. It's all around you. It's not 15.
Oh, shit.
You create a burst around your immediate vicinity. So you'd have to move right to the edge of that character and risk being in melee with the thing.
Wait, right to...
Like, if it's going to round the corner and you want to get it right around the corner, you would have to hope it comes right into your space. Unless you want to... Unless you could...
Oh, yeah, no, it's coming right into my space right here. It's got to. It's around in a corner.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
this.
right there. Perfect.
The instant it enters my vicinity, I'm thunderclapping. Bam!
Excellent. You hold the spell, waiting for its arrival.
Yes.
It's Pyre.
So what does it look like when you're holding the spell? Or is it an actual clap you do?
No, you
Or
probably
is it-
see the lightning. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of little sparkities coming off my hands, but literally when I do the spell, I just go...
Just this weak little.
I take a stance, though. I'm like, ah!
Yep.
I've seen this spell before, right? You've used it. I know it's an AoE around you. I don't have to stand next to you.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah, I
5,
think I caught you in this thing before.
10. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you see it starting around the corner through your dark vision.
What do I do? Because I want to be here, because then it can't attack healing. But if I'm here, it'll attack healing.
You'll also get hit by the thunderstep.
I'll also get hit by the thunderclap. I think I want to go.
Okay.
Here? No.
You're wearing.
Here.
You're wearing.
I want to go here. I have chainmail. Listen, I've gotten 0 loot.
It's metal armor.
All right.
Are you?
Listen, Pyre is living on the edge. I know full well what will actually happen if I hit this thing with an axe, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't know.
Are you readying an action?
Yeah, I think we all
I'm
do.
gonna chuck a
unfortunately.
javelin at this thing.
Chuck a javelin.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get line of sight. So the idea is I'm gonna chuck a javelin, so it'll move past healing to try and get to me.
Okay.
That's what I'm going for here.
Yeah. Chuck
more
away.
More so than an attack to try and draw its attention. 21
Hits.
No hits for 4 minimum damage.
4 points of damage, and you watch as it thrusts in, and then like as it hits, you can hear that, and the bits of just blackened tendrils just take it the rest of the way in, and you know you're never gonna see that javelin ever again.
I think at that point, Pyre goes, oh, wait a second. You can see the pieces starting to move in his head. It's like, all right, that was made of metal. That was acid.
Yeah.
That touched that. I'll let that happen. It's getting there. He's getting there. But anyway, so he's working on it.
You gotta use an action.
And he's trying to provoke it. He's trying. He uses his. It's not a GCD ability, but he uses provoke on it, which puts him at the top of the aggro list.
Oh, okay, I
You
see.
gonna insult its mother?
Yeah.
So the pudding makes its way in here. It crawls into the chamber, depicting the horrifying creatures that seem to couple well with its presence. And as it makes its way through towards you, Pyre, it begins to like sort of rip its way out. You guys can use reactionary abilities. Those who it's made the corner, but it's not. It's not quite in your vicinity yet, Keeling, so you can't use your reaction quite yet, but Soma and Fung, you can.
Chuck my
Clap
star.
that ass, Kristen.
Yep, so I'm going to need 2 rolls from Josh then, from Soma and from Fung.
First one is me. Second
will-
one is Solma. We made the same mod anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Just give me the next roll. Give me another roll.
You're the same.
I did.
character.
It's a dexterity
Where is it?
check. Where is it? I don't see it. I just see a
He
dexterity
rolled an
check.
18, and then he rolled a 13.
These aren't,
Unmute. DM is blind.
these aren't attacks, though.
No?
They're
I can't
dexterity.
roll attacks on darts. Oh, yes, I can. Oh. There you go. There's Solma.
Okay, yeah, both of those will hit.
And then... Oh, shit. I don't have a dart on my sheet there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, hang on. I have the darts.
He doesn't have darts, guys.
Oh, they weren't set up as
I
weapons.
still do.
It's okay.
I definitely know.
I'll just do... Okay, here we go. Bam. That's me. Eh.
These things have an AC of like -5, so.
So 17 and 11. 17 for Solma.
Okay,
This
damage
always rolls well.
for both of those.
Damage for both? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Boop. Boop.
Oh,
Okay.
double 5.
Nice. Total of 10. They rip in, and they immediately sink into the figure as it reaches out towards Pyre. It's got that sort of almost like spider-like tendency as it makes its way into this room, and then it stops. And you watch as it rolls over itself and uses the remainder of its movement to consume the fresco. As it starts to spread over the fresco. And
Alright,
stays
sounds like a success. Let's go.
it stays there.
What the fuck?
Fresco.
And
Failed
It's
its movement save.
it's the mural of war or whatever. It's carved into the thing. It's a fresco.
you
style
wait
art.
you wait a minute, you wait 2 minutes, you wait 10 minutes. It's consumed by the fresco. It's completely covering it in its black ichor. The creature is for the most part doing nothing other than boiling on the surface of the fresco.
Fuck your trap event.
Well, that's better than not. Okay. This is great.
All right, good work, team. All right, chalk that one up as a win. Good job, Keely. Good job, Solma. Good job, Fire. Oh, it's me. Good job, Fung. I mean. Well, let's continue up the stairs, I guess. It seems to be having a good time over there. Turns out we found what it wanted. You know, we solved this non-violent.
It is paying zero attention to any of you. It doesn't move. It just boils on the surface. It is completely consumed by the wall.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know what to do, really. But...
My torch is over there, right? So we can see it.
I'll be like, Keeling, Matt.
Oh no! It went over the torch to get to it, so your torch is
It
out.
ate my light. Come on.
It did,
Oh, I
buddy.
know.
What am I doing?
Light in my arm too. I'm running with that torch.
We can still see it, like,
yeah.
on the edge. We
You can see it on the edge.
Kind of like...
Exactly.
Good
We
job,
all have
Keeling.
lights.
Keeling. That was a big move, running right at it. I like that.
I could have beaten it, I bet.
Oh, it was. That's why it left. It was afraid of you, obviously.
Really?
I mean, I don't see any other reason. Why?
We are no longer in combat. You guys can move freely.
Okay, well...
Was that painting important? It looked pretty
This room isn't
scratchy.
that bad. I'm gonna start going back up the steps.
It was looking at that painting was like watching The Shining when the hallway of blood falls out. It was
Yeah, Solma, when you passed through, you felt like you could hear the sounds of horrific war. You didn't really look at the images at all, but it's definitely had like a mental pull. That room, yeah, you drew the black pudding right into a trap.
Well, I feel quite good about myself. We didn't die yet right now, and we destroyed one of the traps, so good work, team.
Alright, that was the first of the 3 hints we had, by the way, Solman. That was the
Yeah, hopefully. Just need to tell the truth. And
So let's go walk
fire.
into the next one, am I right? Let's go walk in some fire, walk in some truth.
You guys make your way up the stairs?
Yeah, I will take point.
I will put you all up there.
I'll
The
take
top.
point. I think
Keeling in the middle.
Keeling
Yeah,
also
in the middle.
wanted to take point. I don't know if she's simmered down yet.
Yes.
Or...
No, I'm excited about this. I mean, I did just defeat the Sicker thing, so...
Oh, if you want to be point with me, we could be top too.
Do it!
All right.
You
Keeling and I up front.
Okay, yeah. You guys are up front. Perfect. That's perfect the way I said.
God, your face is just the most...
You guys enter into at the very top of the stairs, the same hallway that we saw Solma in before. This long, beautifully elegant hallway depicts what looks to be some kind of dwarven deity creating in the midst of creating dwarves. You can see that it's sort of a panel by panel story being told around you as you watch the process of the gathering of diamonds and coal to form animated dwarves. You see this dwarven deity pull some sort of light out of its mouth and place it in the mouth of the dwarf, bringing it to life. You see the vision of its soul being formed, illustrated to the best of the artist's ability, and also so those are frescoes are all over the wall, and dominating the center of the room to the direct south and continuing after your light can barely catch smaller versions of those pillars you saw in the main chamber of the vault, where it's just those hammers that are upside down with the handle supporting the ceiling and the head on the floor. And you can also notice that directly to the east are 3 open archways that you can easily assume lead out to bridges. You are one step higher. You are 1 level higher than you were before.
The middle one is broken. If I think where we are is the precise place where the slimy thing was over there.
All right. So should we head towards the bridges or anything?
There were doors there, but I'm not sure if they're like a way out.
Where did that pudding come from anyway?
Okay, the middle hallway, there was a crack and it just started to come out of it.
Alright, let's go look at that.
Hopefully he doesn't have a brother.
You guys make your way down to see the only damage. You pass the pillars and you pass the many large archways that lead out into the easily visible from here using your torches. The broken. The broken bridges. You pass two of them, make your way halfway, just about a little more than halfway down the hall, until you come upon the only damage that the beautiful frescoes have seemed to suffer. And you just see a single crack in the wall. Some of the tiles have been pulled away. There's plenty of damage that's been just sort of ripped apart. Maybe natural, maybe unnatural. You're not sure. It's quite old.
So is this like crack in the wall, as in like there's just like a crack and then it like ends and there's just more wall? Or is there like something on the other side? Is there like a hidden room on the other side of this crack?
Do you want to peek through the crack?
And I look through every crack I can.
It's up to you. You make a perception check and get up there and look through it.
Yeah.
He loves
Just be careful,
right up to the
Fire.
crack.
That's where I start to boil.
Duly noted. I'll look out for any black puddings. As tasty as they may be. And roll that perception. 11! What up, though?
Just use your dark vision. You can see that it seems that the crack goes back a little ways. It opens up a little bit and then seals in the back. Probably the pocketed acid-filled area probably burned its way in to have a little pocket in the back. But the crack does not seem to lead any further back into any kind of chamber.
All right. Yep. There's nothing there. Just pudding ground. I guess all that we're left with is these bridges, right?
Unless that's all that's there. There's just this room, and you could spend a pretty long time in this room looking over the frescoes, investigating the whole place.
Okay,
but
no frescoes.
You can. There's plenty of beautiful art all over the walls, but nothing of significance from just a menial glance.
I will not fall for your trap, Ed.
Is there any painting of something with fire related, like going through fire, a kind of fiery looking door, or
Do you want to make a
like...
in the fresco room?
I think that's where we are.
Yep.
No, wait.
Yeah,
I don't know where we are.
You're in that same hall that you were in where the ooze leaked out of the crack.
Gonna look at the
There's frescoes all over the walls depicting some sort of dwarven deity creating dwarves. It's this room that you were in the last time we played, the one that you ran from effectively, that long hallway. Did you want to look around the frescoes for any kind of significance of fire being used?
Now I'm terrified.
Well, what about the secret?
Those are all doors that are on the... Oh, never mind, sorry.
Oh, we can.
What's that? Wait, he gave us a hint. There's doors. There's doors.
No. The adamantine doors that you were talking about before. On the other side.
Yeah, those adamantine doors.
They're on the other side of the bridges that you remember.
Oh, I want to go there.
What was on those doors again? We looked at those doors last time.
Yeah.
Dwarves doing some
The northernmost door was a depiction of a dwarf with red eyes and a red painted beard. It had a dwarven symbol on it. No one speaks dwarvish. The middle one was another symbol and a dwarven looking rogue-like figure who you guys surmised as Doomathoin, a dwarven god of secrets. And then the southernmost door was a forge, the symbol of a forge.
Alright, did you just say God of Secrets?
You guys made a history check that is Doomathoin, the dwarven god of secrets.
Alright, everybody. Executive decision.
Yes.
Secret door. I'll tell that door some secrets. We'll get that treasure.
Okay.
There is a large gap in that particular bridge in the middle that holds that one. That is 10 feet. It's a 10-foot jump, but you have to make a dex save not to fall.
I jumped well the first time. Maybe you can all somehow do it. I don't know. How are you guys with jumping?
I'm great at jumping. I'm just not good with my footing. That's all.
Do we want to like get a rope on the other side?
Or maybe Kieran, can you like form a bridge or use rocks powers that you have?
Keely, can you clean this area up with your shit?
I can break it more.
Definitely can break it more.
I was thinking maybe clear a path so I won't like break my ankle trying to make a jump here.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I just move dirt. I go up and just move dirt so the path looks
he's gotta
nicer.
walk over.
There
to the
is
side
no
of it,
dirt.
So.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Just stone.
Oh,
It's
great
broken
figure.
stone.
Oh, this isn't dirt. This is stone.
Maybe I can
Oh.
jump over and use a rope for the rest of you to.
Or is there like okay? So is there any walls or stuff that goes all the way across?
No, these are open bridges. Like, it's
Okay, and
very
is there
Bridge
any-
of Khazad-dûm from Lord of the Rings.
Is there a pillar that goes up to like a ceiling?
No, the pillar that you do that did dominate this room simply supports the bottom of the bridge. And it supports it on the opposite side from where you guys are. You guys are on the side that just sort of hangs over the massive vault room below with all the golden doors.
Pyre starts stretching. He gets ready to jump. You know.
It's right over here that there is a 10-foot gap in the broken bridge.
I know I can make the jump. I'm just worried about. I'm worried about the dex save. I fucking have -1 at dex.
You still have inspiration, maybe.
That's a good point. I jump.
Oh.
All right, Pyre, you run out and
And
leap.
then I just fucking leap.
Make a dexterity saving
That
throw.
enough? Or do we need to... You know what? I'm gonna forget about my inspiration. We'll just do it anyway. 13.
All right, y'all watch as Pyre jumps over the edge, and a piece of the stone gives way, and he just plummets.
Great.
Oh,
my
no!
God.
I cast Spider Walk and start running down.
You hear him boom to the ground. Go ahead
Oh.
and cast it. He'll take 21 points of damage
Alright.
as you
Go
slam.
ahead and lay on hands for 10 of that.
All right.
Spider Climb, sorry.
Okay.
Take a lot
As
of
you
damage.
slam into the right into the ground, right over here.
Oh,
And I
fuck.
just run on, and then I run, and then I'm like vertical, and then I'm upside down, and I am just running to get to down
You
there.
can be right next to him. He is on the ground
Yeah,
casting
Pyre's
magic.
on the ground. He's just laying there and he's like, oh my god. Oh.
I'm imagining Fung and
He's all
Solma over here looking down.
Solma played a joke on me, I see.
You can see Keeling's light down below. She has a candle, or not candle. She has a candle. I mean,
Pyre's just.
got a torch.
I'm really fucked up. Keeling's walking on walls now. Oh god.
Solma and Fung are still up above.
Are you okay? Would you like me to throw down some rope from the other side?
You can climb
Yeah,
back
I
up.
think
There's
I have a
stairs.
better luck climbing
Is he
up.
alive?
Thank you, Keeling.
Fire? Are you okay?
I'm good.
I leave you an edge of rope, and I start running. I walk up on the other, like a pillar that goes up to the other side of the bridge. Just
I
like,
would like you to make a strength check.
And I will stand
Oh,
above.
I'm not lifting him up.
I'm
I'm
climbing.
leaving, like, trailing the rope. Don't climb yet.
I thought I was. You're gonna go up, and then I'm gonna help climb, right?
You could also
Yeah,
take
wait
the
till I'm
stairs.
halfway up.
There are the
Wait
stairs.
till I'm all the way
I'd
up.
rather
There,
climb
no
the
stairs.
pillar than try and jump again. We all know how the jump will go.
Oh, you want to try to climb to the other side.
So
Okay.
the idea is if she runs, I heard it as she goes up the other side, the right side, right?
Mhm.
The side that we're trying to jump
The
across.
side that we want to get on.
And then
And-
and then I kind of climb up with help from the rope, so I make like an athletics roll
Cool.
with advantage.
You make 2 of those because it will take you. You move slow, climbing. You don't have a climb speed, so you move half your normal speed. So even if you dash, it's 15, 15, 15, 15. It's 2 rounds. So I need 2.
Are you cool with that, Kristen? I don't want to kill you here.
You can take them with advantage.
I was gonna just like leave you the edge so I know that it's far enough, and then tie it off on a place that I know can.
There's
go.
no place to tie it off up here. How much?
On the other side.
How all the way up is 60 feet of rope. Do you have how much more feet do you have up?
I have 30 feet of rope on.
I think I have only 30 feet. Yeah.
So with
To-
our ropes combined,
The only place that you can tie it up is on the side of the bridge you jumped off of. There are poles to tie it up. There's nothing else on that bridge to tie it to. Unless, I mean, well, you could actually drape the rope over the bridge itself and make a huge tie over the whole bridge. That would be possible. to swing
Make
it.
a rope bridge, literal rope bridge.
You know
Like-
what I'm actually gonna do? When I get to the top, I'm just gonna Maximilian Earth and Grasp the rope.
Okay, cool.
Oh!
And then-
Hey, there we go.
Spend the
I'll
spell
let the Earth
slot.
hold it for me.
Spend the spell
Alright.
slot and go ahead and make
Yeah.
those 2 rolls with advantage. Athletics to get.
23?
You're
25.
halfway up,
Oh,
and
you
you're all the
should.
way up to the other side.
I get up and I.
the rope
So the earth and grasp is just like a giant hand, right?
and just
Can
hold
I
it on.
high five it? Can I high five the giant hand and it like high five me back?
It'll
It
lift up
crushes
one
you.
finger because it's still holding the rope, so everyone else we can like
oh,
throw
I
it
like
to the
that.
side.
so much.
You all hear a voice
just-
inside your head. You're all doing such a good job.
Thanks,
Shut
Yusuf.
up.
Although really it's Keeling here. Keeling's doing a great job. Keeling, that's
No,
that's some
Fire.
square
You were really
thinking.
brave trying to jump across that.
Keeling and Pyre are on the eastern side of the bridge, and Fung and Solma are on the western side. You guys are on either
Oh.
side of the gap.
So we can now jump also and see
You-
if we land.
You can jump. We've
Yeah.
also established Pyre is an expert lassoer. If you want to be lassoed.
Go ahead and make the dex save, Solma, to jump across.
I ready my
Or,
action
well,
to lasso anybody who
that'll
doesn't
be-
make the deck save.
That'll be Josh rolling it.
Dex
All right.
saving throw.
Anyone who doesn't make it, I'm gonna fucking.
All right. That's Fung. So is that Fung's roll or is that Solma's
No,
roll?
that's Solma.
Solma,
Solma.
you fall.
I lasso in midair.
Lasso!
Midair lasso.
Make a acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm good at this.
Get
Oh,
You grab her with a crit. It's a crit. You grab her.
Credit with a -1.
and
Now-
me and the hand pull her back together.
Make a strength check to pull her back up.
God,
Make a
Fire looks so cool!
make
Oh
a
my God.
make a strength check to
Wow.
pull her back up.
I'm so happy.
24.
You pull her back up to the other side. She's there. That was impressive. All right, Fung, you're the only other one still on the other side of the bridge.
Pull her up.
Yep.
I got the lasso going again. I'm ready for Fog to mess up. You know,
Okay.
Fire's kind of open for it. At this
Okay.
Point, right?
Oh my
Go ahead and
gosh,
make
you're
the make
Fucking-
the.
What is it? The goddamn.
You fall, Fung.
I do
No.
it. I save his life.
Roll.
That's animal handling.
That's animal handling.
That's acrobatics.
It misses. It goes out. Fung, you fall. Do you want to use
Slow
your
fall.
reaction? Slow fall. Spend
Slow
the
fall.
spend the point you will take. Let's see. Flash roll. No damage as you
damage.
drop to the ground perfectly. What would you like to do from here? Take the stairs up and try to jump again, or do you want to climb?
I would like to light a torch first.
Okay, yeah, it's
'Cause I
very
can
dark
see
down
nothing
here.
down here.
I'm going to let me just give you some of that beautiful light. So we have a lot of people with torches. Just remember those who have torches in their hands. I believe it would be Solma, Keeling, and Fung. Now,
So
all have.
is the rope still here?
Yeah, I'm still holding it.
Yep, it's still there.
How long does Maximilian last?
Like a minute.
It's still there. You're all jumping in the same moment.
Okay, can I would like to climb the rope. I'll put the torch like in my teeth.
2 athletics checks with advantage.
Oh, checks, not saves.
Yep, 2 athletics.
Shit. I like saves. With advantage.
All right. You get about halfway up, and you fall down again. So you will take 10 points of damage as you clatter to the ground, unable to keep you.
I used up all my good rolls on Solma.
So go ahead and take 10 points of damage as you are bloodied. Oh, you land on the rocks. You want to try to climb again?
He's looking pretty rough after he fell like on the rocks. He got hit in the back of his rib cage. Like
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
no. Little bit of blood like on the floor.
Do you attempt to climb again, or does anybody do anything?
Can I
You
somehow
can
help
do it,
him?
Fung! You can do it!
Fung, remember your training.
I already had advantage. I don't know.
Do you try to get up? But you can keep trying. The rope's still there. You might
I'm
knock yourself
getting-
out if you fall.
I'm getting fucking flashbacks to West March. This is like a nightmare.
I take a quick short rest so I can do then get my ketchup.
A quick short rest is 1 hour, unfortunately.
A quick short rest, yeah.
Instantly
power
fall
nap.
asleep.
What will it be, Fung? You can climb up the stairs and try to make the jump again, or you can try to do these 2 checks.
You're really close, Fung.
I need to go back around.
Or actually, for you, it's 1 check, I believe, right? 40? No, it's still 2 because you don't have a climbing speed. You go back around.
Yeah, doubling it.
All right.
I'm gonna go back around. I need to make the dex save rather than the strength check.
Okay, you got the lasso ready?
Yeah, you know it.
You can do it, Pyre. I believe in
He
you.
backs up a little bit and then just goes
yeah.
for the.
All right.
Oh my god!
Oh,
No.
Fung, are you proficient with acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay, you make it to the other side successfully.
Look at Ed putting in the new rules.
But as you make it to
Thank
the
you.
other side, this part of the bridge begins to crumble. I want
Okay,
all of
then.
you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Oh, no.
Oh
bad.
god.
Diner.
And this is how we all die. It was nice knowing you. Who's rolling for me? I have inspiration
Fung-
still.
Fung
You got a
is-
19.
Yeah,
I'm using my inspiration.
Okay. Are
So
you
sorry,
using your,
Josh.
where are you using your inspiration? You can use it on Pyre, or you can use it on yourself, or it's up to you.
Well, don't I need to on me. Yeah.
Okay, you want to use it on you? Okay.
Oh shit. Fuck Pyre.
Pyre's
Oh,
at a
God.
9. I'm just wondering who you want to use it on.
Can I lasso my way to
That's
the
me.
top again? Because I just always lasso.
You can. You were holding that. You can use a reaction to try to grab on somebody. Make a.
Oh, just some-
I'm ready.
I'm at a strong 22. Can
Oh.
I mold the earth directly underneath, underneath, I guess, Pyre at this point, so that way it doesn't move?
Huh?
Make a insight check to see if you would have had the time to do that.
Yes, you would.
If you would have had the time to pull that out as soon as that
I know
happened.
she would. Let it be.
If this fails, he
Let's do
falls.
this.
It's gotta stop.
Oh my
come on,
god.
insight.
Oh my god.
You mold the earth just in time as Pyre rides
Oh,
the edge, almost ready to fall
22.
off.
It's
the-
a cushion. It's a
Grab-
bed.
Grab the rope and pull.
And
on
you all move about this far forward as well, probably I would say just about here as you
I
lunge
think
forward.
Fire like closes his eyes like he thinks he's falling. He's like, oh no, he like opens his eyes and he's just laying on the sneeze.
This is
Like,
all.
it's
This
like,
all
oh.
falls. All of that falls.
Holy shit.
All right. Well, I believe we've defeated our toughest challenge yet, everyone. It turns out a 10-foot gap.
Fung takes out some bandages and starts to wrap himself.
I have healing for doing so well.
You guys could short rest here if you want. You're on this edge. It seems as though after
I
the
feel like
crash,
really
it seems to
gonna need
settle.
you.
I'm down to 6 lay on hands, just so everybody knows. I'm saving those for 1 hit point get ups. So don't expect any lay on. Well, let's see what happens with the door. We can take a short rest in front of the door, Lord of the Rings style. if we
Yeah.
need to.
You guys are literally on like a bridge,
Friend.
hanging only
Yeah.
like 20 feet off a 60-foot drop. All of the lights at the very edge.
Friend to enter
A
the
big
door.
adamantine door on the back of you. You guys are just sort of floating here in darkness. If we could illustrate it, it would just be you guys literally floating in darkness on this ledge. So yeah, you guys can take a short rest and spend some hit dice or regain any short rest-esque abilities like key points and stuff.
Potter's like, Keeling, you are on a roll. Good catch there.
Well, I mean, it helps when there's a lot of earth around me.
That's true. And luckily, there's usually a lot of earth around you. I mean, we're like always walking on it or something. I don't know.
I know, isn't it so convenient?
I know, right? All I can do is throw some fire around.
Oh, and you can throw a lasso.
That's
Are you
pretty
trying to
I'm
lasso
still
Keeling?
imagining
I lasso
that-
Keeling.
Oh,
And then I'm like,
Does everybody spent hit dice who wants to? The only people who have taken
Can we
damage
spend
is fire.
do we have to spend all of the hit dice at once? Or as
Nope.
we
You
go?
spend as you go. You regain half on a long rest.
Alright, 1d10 plus 3. First one, 10 8 points. We're going to do another one. Boom, we're at max.
Full HP, and yeah, all short rest abilities you regain. So I believe in the party, it's just going to be key points.
Key points. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I get my talk truth really well.
That's true. You do get that back. So at
So
the
you
end,
cannot say a secret.
at the end of
You cannot
the.
secret. Sorry.
Oh wait, no, go ahead. What'd you say?
I misunderstood, so I'm like, oh, he can use the truth thing, so he cannot tell a secret. But I'm like, wait, no, that means he can tell a secret even truthfully. And sorry, don't mind me. I'm just.
No, you're good.
He can tell lies really well. He's he's bending the truth well.
About halfway,
Fender.
halfway through your 1 hour short rest, you hear wishes all inside your head. Oh, you guys gonna do anything?
Wishes, do you want a snack? We got some food down here if you want to.
Oh, I'm fine where I am. Don't worry about that.
Can we see wishes?
No.
Can I lasso? I want to lasso wishes and then fucking Mortal Kombat fatality as it has. Alright. Yeah. I'm like, alright, wishes, if you don't want to hang out and be part of the friend group, that's all. I mean, we like you. We wish you would hang out with us more.
I'm good.
Alright. And, yeah, alright. So we long rest. We hang out.
Yeah.
Like, so how about that black pudding, right?
It came out of nowhere and it stopped following me, and I don't know what.
What a
that was.
creeper.
Huh. Yeah, everywhere, even in dungeons.
Whoa. Well, it looks like we gotta tell a secret over here to Mr. Door. I look over. It's the door that's all like.
The bust at the very top. Yes.
All right.
So are we gonna all say a secret, or what do you think?
I've got a secret at the door. Unless Fong would like to say one. All right, Mr. Door, are you listening? I'd like to also investigate this door. I assume as we're taking
Go
a
for
short rest next to it. We're looking the only thing next to it.
Make an investigation check.
All right, that's 16.
16.
-1. Fire, font of inspiration. Even though
You
it's
see
hard
the
to-
dwarven runes. The just as this is a quick glance, since you don't even have to spend a lot of time. So this is a single roll. I would just have asked you for a passive, but for this, you see that you can see the bust, you can see the door, you can see the symbol upon it in draconic runes you do not understand. You can see that the door is well sealed on all edges. It goes right up to the edge of all the stone that it surrounds, which seems to also probably have it's probably very thick stone. Hinges on the other side, you imagine, and it looks to be, it's just big and heavy. It's a big, old, heavy adamantine door. You don't see any handle on it or anything. It's just a single sheet of metal.
All
Tell
right,
her the
guys.
secret.
Have we considered knocking on the door? How do we feel about knocking on the door?
We can try.
Knock on the door.
Fire will knock on the door and say, "Hello, Mr. Door. Mr. Door. I would like to have a word with you."
You knock on the door. Tong, tong. It echoes the big metal door to definitely tell you there's got to be something on the other side, because it echoes quite hollow, but nothing happens. You can wait
Alright.
for a minute, 2 minutes.
Whisper to it.
All right, Mr. Door. I have a secret for you, but don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, Mr. Door. Mr. Door, I have been madly, dare I say, madly in love with one woman for some time now. But I'm beginning to question if I'm really that into her, or maybe someone else. That is my secret, Mr. Door. You can, and I bow.
Okay, you bow after speaking the words, which are probably audible by everybody else around you. You are kind of packed onto this broken ledge.
Oh,
I can hear everything.
Oh no, he's not whispering. He's acting like he's whispering.
No.
But he's still talking at. Pyre has one volume he speaks at, and that's about it.
He's bad at the game telephone.
Yeah.
Worst.
Never gets re-invited to play.
Nothing. You speak at the door. Nothing of note happens. It still stands an adamantine door. No sounds come through. You maybe hear the crumble of the debris below settling.
All right, then we say friend in Dwarven and we walk through.
No one speaks Dwarvish here, unfortunately.
But thank goodness all we have to do is say Primordial, so we're all fine.
All right, well that didn't work. Anybody else got any ideas? Solma, what do you think we do? Do you want to push the door down? That won't work.
I was just gonna see if it does have any crevices or maybe something that I can activate or turn, twist.
Nope, just it's a flat sheet. You can see that it comes out sort of like a border frame, like around it of the metal that comes out a little bit further, and you can see bolts going all the way around that frame, very very Vault-esque, but it's a flat door.
If I push on it, it doesn't do anything. Yes.
What are you just putting your hands up against it and lightly pushing, or are you trying to put your weight into it? Like, what are you doing?
Lightly pushing, just not to try to trigger anything, but to see if it will maybe move.
Solid door, just as you put your hands up against it, you give a little bit of weight. Solid door doesn't give.
And on these three doors, is there anything extended out of the door?
Nothing extends out of the door. They're flat.
It's just a flat wall.
It's a flat wall, and they have a dwarven symbols on the front, each of one single dwarven symbol, etched into the adamantine.
Wishes, do you speak Dwarven?
Unfortunately, no. Why? What's wrong?
We don't know. I feel like we gotta get past these doors.
Yeah. I think it doesn't understand us, maybe. Maybe the door speaks only Dwarvish.
I am kind of pretty good at opening doors, but it'll cost you.
You're already getting part of the treasure wishes.
Well, I'm getting 5,000 gold pieces not to tell the guards that you were, effectively, I mean, all the stuff that you did, but maybe...
You get 0 gold pieces because we can't find the treasure.
Fair.
This is true. Make a persuasion check.
All right.
Let's do it, buddy.
We're gonna +5 it.
You're good at this.
All right, that's 12 then. 12.
I think you really want this treasure more than you sounding. Listen, I get 500 gold more, so that puts me at a cool 5,500, and I'll get that door open for you.
5,000?
Or instead of an extra 500, we credit you when we tell the public about the founded funds.
No, I don't really.
No,
I
You don't want to be a hero.
No.
Okay, forget about it then. Sure. What do you guys think? I'm cool.
While they're bickering, can
What
I
does that
be...
buy? Is that how much bananas cost? I have no semblance.
What's up, Fung? What do you?
Can I listen around for anything hostile while we kind of dip around right here?
What's your passive if you're like keeping your eye out for anything?
14.
14, yeah. You're keeping an ear and an eye to the best, mostly ear.
Because I can't
obviously.
see past 30 feet yet.
You don't hear anything other than the rubble settle down below a little bit here and there from the blast. Maybe a single extra chip of stone flakes off of the bridge that you're on and falls to the bottom.
Lean on his staff a little bit. So.
All right then, 5,500 gold pieces it is then. Stand back in case it opens outward.
Yeah, sure thing.
All right. Well, that's
God just needs to die.
I mean, if he has to move next to this thing to cast the spell, we know where it goes.
gonna cast knock, isn't he? Must be nice.
Yeah, you,
Because I don't know the secret to this riddle. Or what to do here.
No idea.
I love riddles. I'm terrible at riddles.
what's all y'all's
Your first-
passives?
I
13.
don't know.
Passive perceptions, 13.
So almost, I think yours is 12. That's
I
just
think
a
mine's
guess.
11.
I think
14.
ours are all in order. I think we have 11 through 14. I think that's what our path.
Yep, 11.
Alright,
I remember this coming up.
you
before.
see, you immediately see an arcane rune appear on the door. As the runes start to crystallize around, you see them come through in a bright pink light as each one forms. At its very center, as you see all the arcane script come into play, it makes a second circle at its very center where you see a single hand, all 5 fingers extended, close. And then you see the hand move. Boom, boom, boom. And you hear the door. At the very same moment that this happens, Fung, since you are keeping your eye out, you see over here, only you, Fung, see it. You see the outline of a creature in flight. You see wishes, and then yeah, you see
Over where?
over. Oh, sorry, I'm pinging in the wrong area.
You're on the wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over here,
Wrong layer.
right over here.
My immersion.
Chuck a dart at him. No, I'm.
No, I mean
Do it. Kill him. I'll lasso him. We're good.
that has some implications, and he will disappear after that, and the door opens.
Open sesame.
Good job, wishes, guys. We need to close the door behind us when we walk through.
Please, single file.
Also implications, but you are allowed to do exactly what you want.
It'll be like, all right, let's make our way through standard marching order.
Yeah.
We go through the door.
As you are now, I imagine. You guys step through a door. The adamantine door has swung open. As it swung open, you could almost hear it there was some mechanics to it, to get it to move in that direction. But they stop and it just sort of locks and stays right there.
Door locks behind us, you said?
No. It locks
They're closing-
open.
So sorry, they're closing Starbucks shop actually.
Oh, you do? No.
No.
It's only 9:30. They close at 9:30.
It
Today,
is.
yes.
Today, yes. Well, you know what? Let's actually, because I don't want you to miss out on anything. How about we close out here, friends, and we come back since you guys have just entered into this new room. We only have 30 minutes left. I think it's fair. Michaela, next week you said you'll be in a better situation.
I'll be moved in with my own Wi-Fi.
That'll be good. Let's cut off a little early so that Michaela doesn't have to miss out on any of this stuff since we're in the end game. That should be good. All right. Well, let's close it out, my friends. Is it okay if I do the outro real quick, or do you got to go right now, Michaela? Okay, cool. I'll do the outro. First of all, I'd like to thank my amazing cast for bringing the world to life, guys. Thank you for playing games with me on Wednesday evenings. I always appreciate your presence. You guys are the bomb. Very, very cool. Thank you to those who joined us in chat. Thanks to the follows that we got today. I believe we got 3 of them. Gun Assassin, King, Kalua, and Tango. Thanks for the follows over on Mixer, guys. Super appreciate that. And thanks to those who may have joined us in chat this evening. Apologies that we do not interact in chat. The party members may. I do not. I love all the dances that are happening while I do my outro. It's great. But your presence is noted. Thank you for hanging out with us. And if you were just lurking in the background, appreciate your presence as well, friends. Thanks for chilling with us this evening. And yeah, the next time that if you're watching this later on in VOD, whether that be on Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, the 4 places I stream using the power of Restream, you are from the future, we are from the past, but we're all part of a bridge hanging over a dark room that just hanging out in front of an adamantine door. We're all part of that. together. There's the zoom in. It's great. The next time that I'll be streaming should be on Friday. I should be playing some video games. I'm taking my computer in for some work, so hopefully that goes okay. I will update on Twitter, Discord if for any reason I cannot stream on Friday, but it should be good, and I should be running even more crystal clear. Very, very cool. I think that's everything, friends. So no matter where you are in the world, it does not matter where, morning, noon, or night. Make it an amazing day, guys. We just did. Take care. Bye!